Let's see if we're working. Let's see if we're working. I'm making sure I'm working. Alright, I think we are working, which is very, very good. So, hello, it's Saturday. A bunch of awesome Warhammer stuff came out today, including the Big Daddy Dragons. My husband got me one, but it's a Christmas gift, so I've got to wait for my big dragon. He said I can have it, but no, gotta wait. It's Christmas. Gotta wait. More fun that way. Gotta have the anticipation build, channel into that like true hedonism anticipation thing, right? So gotta wait for my dragon. I'm excited though. He's gonna be really good. But I picked myself up the Necromunda Underhive Market. I was tempted. Hello. I was tempted to get the Necromunda rulebook that goes with this and the gang that goes with this. But, honestly, I think that gang is best done if you like super kit bash and stuff. And honestly, I have other kit bash projects going on, so I figured I would hold off on that instead. But the terrain was something I absolutely wanted to grab. So this is a box of terrain, and you're going to get a bunch of like market stalls and little shop gubbins and stuff like that. So this is $50, which I think is very expensive. I don't think it should have been that much. GW's terrain is always expensive, but you're not really getting like any crazy walls or anything like buildings or anything like that in here. So I feel like the cost for this is pretty expensive. However, the level of detail that I've seen on it so far is really, really, really nice. So I decided I would grab it just because I liked the idea of having some stalls whenever I play Necromunda, and have like a little, I don't know, like little stalls set up amongst all the walls and stuff. So there it is without all the plastic. So it's pretty much a shot of everything you get minus the guys. This is basically everything that's in the box, which is pretty cool. So in the back you can see you're going to get 2 of these market stalls. These things which are like clocks, 2 of the big market stalls, and then a bunch of like boxes and buckets and signs and bits and bobs and all kinds of cool little bits and pieces, which is really cool. So yeah, so I was super excited for this train set. I do think $50 though, really expensive. I do wish this had been like, if this had been like $35, would have rocked, but take what you can get. It is a very cool set. So, I'm going to open it up, and we're going to get our instructions, and then we're going to get 2 runners. So this is 2 runners. These runners are identical, which is why you're getting 2 of everything. But you got some cool stuff on here. You got a bunch of the market sort of holders. You've got the sidewalls, the roofs, little signs that hang down, coffee cups, bigger roofs, more little sides. These are like engine things, a bunch of crates, gubbins. This is like a wall rack a wall thing, like a barricade, or you can turn it into like a display rack. More little bits and bobs and gubbins and lots of neat little stuff. So lots of cool, very cool runner. Lots of really fun stuff on here. A lot of this is like really tiny little detail stuff, like this little vase and stuff like that. So it's either stuff that you're going to use as an objective in a game, or it's the kind of things that you're going to glue a couple of these pieces together and make your own piece of terrain. So, you know, you'll take the crate and you'll glue like a gun and like a coffee cup or something on top of it, right? And you end up with this like kind of cool thematic little piece of like scatter terrain. And that's really what this box is for. It's really for like those kind of gubbins, you know, like trying to make those neat little thematic pieces of terrain. So let's see what we get. So, all right. So here's how we build the small lean-to, or we could go ahead and build it as a double lean-to like that, which is pretty cool. And then you get this neat divider piece instead. So you can either build two independent little stalls or one really like big back-to-back stall, which is pretty damn cool. And it looks like for the big one, you can also do the same. So you can build one, or you can build it back-to-back like this. So that's pretty darn cool. It looks like these are using the same pieces, so if you really wanted to, you could probably build a big one and a small one together too, which would be pretty neat, I think. And then here in the back, you can see you have this like display rack, or you can use it to hold crates if you want it instead. And then here's all the tons of bits and bobs that you get as like little pieces. So yeah, really cool stuff. But again, I do think pretty expensive for what it is. Pretty darn expensive, even by Warhammer standards. If this was like $35, I'd be over the moon with it. But yeah, let's build some of it. Since this only took like a minute to unbox it, since it's just one runner, let's actually build some of the darn thing. My paint desk right now is set up to paint like 40 billion different projects. So I have like 4 billion paints on my fucking desk up here. So that's a little annoying, but we'll figure it out. I was not planning on streaming today, but since they had one of these, I was like, you know what? It would look cool. And this stuff's all super crazy detailed, so it's not the kind of stuff that like I would be able to 3D print super easy. So my 3D printer does an amazing job for some things, but for really, really, really detailed things, it doesn't do a super good job. It just does a really good job for things like, you know, like this piece of Battletech terrain, right? Like this is phenomenal. Spray that, and then I've got a really nice looking like little Battletech building. You know, but it's not going to print things like, you know, I don't know, like I could probably print the signs. I don't know, like this bomb. Like my 3D printer couldn't do that. So, but yeah, I just thought this would be cool to add to all my Zone Mortalis stuff, especially when I play Necromunda on the channel. I would like to get back in the swing of that, because that was really fun, playing a game of Necromunda on the channel. It's a really fun game. It's got a lot of personality and all kinds of stuff. I will probably pick up the rulebook for the new gang, because it sort of lets you make your own custom gangs, which is pretty cool. And I would like to make my zombie Nurgle worshipper gang that I made up into an official gang. I think that'd be pretty sweet. I could post up the rules to everybody, and they could have their zombie Nurgle worshipper gang too. But yeah, not today. Not today. There we go. Yeah, I can't wait to build that dragon. I'm so excited. He is very cool. That my husband got me the new, what are they called? Crondus and something or another. It's like Crondus and Actraiser or something. I don't remember what the names are. I know one of them's Crondus. I don't remember the other dragon's name. This is super cool. And they're gonna go with my bad dragon army. So it looks like these just go like that, and then I just sort of put that like that. Oh yeah, nice and easy. All right. We'll put some glue there, some glue there. We'll do the same thing over here. There we go. Nice. And this just goes here, like that. And then that just goes there, like that. Shit. My phone be jingling. Let me check it to make sure it's not my mom telling me I broke something. Nope. Okay. Sometimes my family's like, your stream is screwed up when they text me, so when it jingle jangles, I want to check it, because last couple streams I've had issues. So what was happening was my please fix, and he was like, okay, let's do this. He was like, oh, where the fuck's the router? I was like, I don't know. It was actually under a my mom had given me this like unicorn reusable bag, and I'd put it on top of the router not thinking. Apparently that bag is like super insulated. I was basically like cooking the router alive. So yeah, and I didn't even think about it. So yeah, it's just kind of funny. So when I get the text, I was like, oh, something else wrong again. All right, so this is like a little stand thing that can look like it can stand on its own if I nip all the nubs off the bottom, like that. All right, so it's like some kind of little barrier thing. Kind of cool. Has trouble standing on its own though. Maybe I'd have to sand it down to hit it. Yeah, it's got some shrubs. Oh, there it goes. All right, not the easiest to get to stand on its own, but cool nonetheless. I think if we put a little crate with it, it would stand up and be a really nice barrier. But one of these can also go like that, and it becomes like a rack for like displaying crap, which is really cool. Yeah, so that's really cool. So let's see, they want it to go like that, which I think is the best. All right, so let's do it. We're gonna have one of these be a rack, and then we'll have the other one be the crates, just so we can see both. Soup, go, and then just like that. There we go. That can be a rack. We can put some like guns and bags and shit on there. It's pretty cool. All right, we'll put that off to the side here. Oh, and let's look at that compared to people. So here's the really big, dense, badass lady, who's sort of the custom model warrior. That's pretty cool. Here's battle mech, and here's an orc. So pretty nice size for displaying weapons and stuff. So, all right, we'll just put that right there. We'll keep going. Okay, let's see. If we build the other one, we're going to build it for these rat things, which is pretty cool for the storage crates. How many storage crates do we get? We get 2 per thing. Okay, one's got like tools. They got like tools and junk and stuff in them. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I dig that. And then, okay, so let's let's build this weird clock thing first. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to put on each one of these, like on the rack yet. I think I want to play around with it. Maybe kit bash some stuff. Maybe have like a Space Marine helmet or something on there, you know. Maybe like robot arms or something. But there we go. And then we've got what? Four of these little legs. I see 3. Oh, here's 4. Okay. This is some kind of like display clock thing, I think. Like that would be like in the center of the town. Would have been neat if they had an alternate build for this piece, because you are going to get 2 of them. So it would have been cool to have an alternate build for this like clock piece here, because then you could have them in like the same setup without looking weird. Yeah, because it's some kind of like, I don't know, weird data display thing. I see it and my brain says it's a clock because it's got all the see all the little bolts as the numbers. So my brain says it's a clock, but I don't know if that's right or not. Alright, so we've got little indentations here and here, there and there. And then these little arms go in those indentations. They're very shallow though, which is a little meh, to be honest. It would have been nicer if they had like a deeper plug or something to put in there. Okay, so that's the 4 legs, and then presumably they hold it up like that. Kind of neat. Not really the kind of thing that would like supply cover, but you could have it in a town square. It could still look pretty cool. Not bad. It is weird you get 2 of these though, since they're such a like unique piece and no alternate build for it. So we'll go ahead and we'll just put that off the screen just a little bit. We'll put it right there. Alright, and let's see. Lock boxes, buckets, power units, plasma flasks, mugs, mung vases, coins, and a large storage casket. Where's the large storage casket? Oh, is that this? Oh, yeah, let's clip that out. Alright, so here's the large storage casket. Pretty cool. It's a nice little place to put like the coffee cups and stuff on top of it and make like another display. So you could be like put it there and then you like glue like a vase and stuff on it and make a nice little display, a little piece of like light cover. Let's see. And we have this mung vase. There's the little vase. I apologize if my hands are a little dirty. I literally just had myself some tacos that were birria tacos, I think. Birria tacos? I'm not super sure what the correct word is for it. But they come with like juice and you like dip them in the juice. It was very good. It was quite good. I was impressed. Alright, this is our power unit. Looks like it's got little legs on it, so it can like sort of stand up and face. So like you could glue like the vase there, and then like the power unit, and maybe like a coffee cup or something, and you've got like a cool little display. You know, like even if you just glued like the power unit there, maybe cut out a little piece of cable, put it around it and stuff. Be pretty cool. Make a nice little piece of like cover terrain. There's a gun on here. We'll clip the gun out too while we're at it. Alright, so there's some kind of Drukhari looking gun. Hello, hello, thank you. Oh shit. So yeah, some kind of weird Drukhari looking gun. Pretty cool. And then we've got a thing of coins. You know, these might actually be easier to show off on the runner than holding them, because I have to like cover part of them up to hold them. So we'll just show the rest of them on the runner. So that's the coins. They're pretty cool. And let's see what else. There's a bucket. So that's this guy right here. He's the bucket. Plasma flask. Looks like you get 2 of those. You get 1 bucket, 2 plasma flasks. You get 2 mugs, which are right here. They've got cute little handles on them. Ready to kill somebody with in true Riddick style. And there's a lockbox somewhere too. Here it is. That's hollow on the bottom, but still pretty cool. Neat little box. If we cut that out, for example, you could have like, if you had like this big crate, right, and you wanted like a till for your market thing, you could have like the lockbox and then like a pile of coins next to it, right? And that could be like your till or like your checkout area. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's actually build some of the bigger stuff now. All right, so we're looking for 5, 4, and 3. It's 5, 4, 5, 4, 4. Where the hell is 3? No, there's 3 right there. It's 3. Okay. If you wanted to try doing graffiti, the backs for these market stalls would be amazing for it. Like the canopies, like doing like big graffiti pictures would be really cool on this. Okay, and then what else are pieces we need? We need piece number 2, piece number 1, 2 9s. Okay, so these are the 9s. Like that. And then there's the 9s. Then we need piece number 2. And piece number 1. Alright, so this is number 1. Beard. Love the pile in the background. Oh, this stuff? Yeah, that's... Let's see. This is my Tyranid army. That's a Mega Gargant. This is a bunch of Malifaux stuff that I need to paint. And then some Necromunda. And then I think... What is this? Oh, this is a bunch of terrain for Adeptus Titanicus and Necromunda. And then that is my Necromunda bit box. Yeah, that's what that is. And directly behind me, there's some Sister Battle tanks. And all my rule books there. And then down here is my box of Necromunda terrain and my box of unbuilt Malifaux stuff. My parents got me when I went to go visit them. And that is what is in my pile of shame. Also, there is a half-built Sister of Battle Combat Patrol and a Fire Slayer's Combat Patrol in my pile of shame. Besides that, everything is either built and or primed. So yeah, so some stuff like the Mega Gargant right there, he's had a ton of custom work. I just need to basically start painting him, and then he's done. So he's all customed up for my Skaven army. Go. And then on my desk, I've got a bunch of vampires. Let's see. A bunch of vampires, some Battletech, and my 40k works. Including... Yeah, those are actually, like, even in real life, not even on the camera, they're actually just hard to see. The teeth are so small. I think they'll hold fine once they're glued, but I did not realize they were there until I saw the indent. Alright, so we've got that, and then this does that, I believe, like that. And then it connects to this somehow. Does it connect like that? Like that. Is that how it connects? Yes, that is how it connects. And then here are some optional little grabby things if you want to do them. I don't know how I want to put these pieces yet, so I'm not going to put them on. But that's how they connect. They connect just on the sides like this. The instructions say to put one facing outward and then one facing inward, but I'm not sure how I want to do that yet, so we're not going to do that. There we go. Then I guess it doesn't matter which way it faces out, so we'll put it like that. And then so that'll hold. We'll get some glue on this guy. I'll move the instructions out of the way. Shoop, like that. And then we'll put some glue here and some glue there. And this guy goes like that. This guy goes like that. There you go. And that, ooh, that's the, that's everything falling over. There we go. Womp. Okay, you can probably see it a little bit better from there. Let's do something. Pardon me a second while I wiggle waggle. There we go. Apologize for moving the camera, but I want you to be able to see it without having to like turn it because it's still very much gluing. Okay, so there it is. If we look at an orc, plenty of room underneath, which is awesome. Some of the bigger guys, like if that guy wasn't like throwing his hands up in the air, he would fit nicely too. I mean, even this guy with his stupid top knot almost fits under there, which is really nice. A big AOS wolf. Oh, fits under there no problem. So pretty nice. Just to give you a sense of scale for it from the front. That's the boy there. You can see him in the shop there. It's pretty cool. I think that's pretty sweet. So like the nice thing is like this doesn't have to be the front, right? Like this doesn't have to be the front. Like if you set it up on inside your necromunda like terrain and like this was the side, Like you'd have a little bit of a bigger stall, and you could do like, could be like, oh, here's a thing filled with stuff, and here's a chest that has stuff on it too, you know, like that, and it would make this like cool, pretty big piece of like scatter terrain, which would be pretty sweet. You know, so like you could have guys like running through the stall, or like hiding behind this, or like hiding behind that, you know. Maybe you do something crazy and you're like, when they're near the market stall, they, you know, have a higher chance of reloading because they just can grab ammo off the stall or something, you know. Some kind of silly rule like that. So it's pretty good. All right, let's build a big one. I'm not going to put any of the what's it called on any of like the signs and stuff, because I'm not super sure what I want to do with it yet, but we'll play around. All right, so we need piece number 21, which is this guy. Looks like whoop. There we go. These little guys on the back of one of the big guys, if you wanted to. So we're going to do those two things, then we'll go ahead and call it. Because I do think having an extra of these, like this back piece, if you put like a crate with it, it would make a really cool like sign. So I'm kind of interested in that. But at the same time, the idea of having 4 market stalls versus like a small one, a big one, and then like a map. Make up any decisions so you know what's going on. Or at least you shouldn't. Go. Alright, so this is the big stall. That's the little stall. Oh, you can. Yeah, you can do that easily. Yeah, see? You put it there. I mean, you can even put it in the middle if you really wanted. So you could have like a big stall on one side and then a little stall on the other side. Or 2 big stalls across. Or really, I mean, you could do like the instructions and say and have the 2 little stalls as well. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. So if you wanted like a back-to-back kind of stall like right in the middle of your board, you could do that. I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll keep them as like independent stalls just because I think customization potential there is higher. But it's a thing you could do if you wanted. Alright. Just because they don't show it on the instructions. That's why I wanted to test it. Alright, what are we looking for our... Oh, okay. We're looking for these guys. We've already built one of these guys earlier. And we want to try to put some of the crates on it. So I really do like the idea that this like thing has an alternate build. I think that's really fun. I do wish all the stuff in here had alternate builds, because really the only thing that doesn't is the clock. Everything else is pretty much every like bigger terrain piece that's not like a coffee cup has an alternate build, which is really nice. Go. Okay, take both those, throw that away, not put it in the can I'm drinking out of this time. Right. And we'll clip out two of these guys here to go on it. I don't know if I'll glue these down yet or if I do want the rack, but I at least want to check it out. Oop. little bit of glue. Whoop. And that goes like that. Nice and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Goes like that. That goes like that. And there is our second rack from the second runner. Well, we'll let that dry for like a couple of seconds. Alright, so this one looks like there's a bunch of like mechanical gubbins in there. And this one has a bunch of tools in it. Really, and what looks like some ammo hidden in there too, which is cool. This one looks like it has like grenades hidden in there. Kind of does. What's really neat for these is that there are different sculpts inside, which is very cool. Alright, so if we wanted to make the rack with the things on it, that's what she'd end up looking like. And honestly, that's pretty damn good. That's super good. And that would be next to this guy. And you'd have like two different kinds of shop things. Yeah, I dig that. I'm gonna do that. That's really cool. I dig that big time. So, I think it's right here and right here. We'll go ahead and glue that on. And then I think it's right here and right here. I'll go ahead and glue that on. Or at least the top one looks like it holds. Yeah, I think the top one is where the glue is going to connect at. Yeah. Or not, you know, it's cool. Maybe. Look at the different options of getting it to connect. Looks like you can either get it to connect like that, or I can get it to connect like this. If we do both, it actually kind of looks cooler because they're uneven. I like that. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit this little glue on the back just to make sure they're nice and tight while they set. There we go. Nice. Well, got a little bit more terrain out of this box to build, but this is all the unique builds. So the two different things, this guy, and then these two really neat market stalls. So you get this one, and then you get this one, and then you get a whole nother set of these market stalls. So you get 4 total market stalls, 2 small, 2 big. It's pretty cool. And you get a bunch of neat stuff like these crates and stuff as well to turn into scatter terrain. I do think the best way to use this stuff would be to take a bunch of stuff like this and like that and like glue them together so you don't have to worry about like it falling apart and stuff when you're playing. I do think that's probably the best way to use this terrain set. But oh, just to show off the height, that's what Mr. Orc looks like there. So the market there, we have a stall here, we have the stall here, we've got Mr. Orc right there. Yeah. And here's another orc for scale. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Just neat bits of scatter terrain. It's going to add some personality to your games, which is nice. I mean, super cool. I mean, pretty much anywhere in the underhive, you could probably find some kind of like shithead merchant setting up to sell his like random bullshit that he stole. You know, I think that's pretty sweet. But bunch more little bits and bobs on the runners. Signs and extra bits and coffee cups and cool stuff to kit bash and to make neat little pieces of scatter terrain. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys for checking out my Necromunda unboxing of... Sorry, I'm like super congested all of a sudden. My Necromunda unboxing of the Underhive Market. It's a very cool set. I do think it's overpriced. But it's very unique, which is really nice. You know, you don't often get stuff that's not just like, welcome to war, you know, like more of like society kind of things are really cool, and that adds a nice bit of like flavor and context to your games, which is cool. So hopefully it was fun to see all the bits and bobs. I'm going to build up the rest of it, and I will catch you guys next time.